at what you're saying, oh my gosh, that's like 100,000 points for you. Okay. Like you are guaranteed like top five. Gosh, like in my books, if you can get it. Hi, everyone, and welcome back. My name is Sophie Zhang, and I bring to you over 2 decades of pageantry experience and knowledge. And hopefully, the knowledge I share with you today can help you win your next big pageant. So, we're going to talk about interviews. Not all pageants have interviews, but every big major pageant has some kind of interview or preliminary interview round. So, here I'm just going to share with you some tips and tricks to tell whether you are winning at the interview round or you are failing the interview round. So really quickly, we're going to start with the signs that you're failing at this interview, and then we'll go and move forward onto the signs that you are winning it. You are rocking it in this interview. All right. So the first sign that you're failing at this interview is the judges, when they ask you a question, they don't follow up. So for example, the judge will say, so tell me about a hobby that you have, right? And then you answer XYZ. And then the judge will just be like, okay, all right, next, right? They don't follow up. And that's not, a telltale sign, but sometimes that's the sign that they are disengaged. They're not interested. You may or may not be the person that they're looking for. And that's just one of those little, I wouldn't say red flags, I would say yellow flags that, hey, something that you're saying is, maybe it's the way you're saying it, right? Is the judges are getting disengaged. So rethink, take a couple steps back, rethink, and figure out what it is that you can get the judges engaged again in your interview. And so the second sign that you may not be doing so well in the interview process is that they cut the interview short. So what does that look like? That possibly, you're waiting for your turn in the interview, and there are girls that are in there for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, right? But when you get in there, it only lasts like 10, 15 minutes. And the judges are just like, okay, thank you, next, and if you feel like your interview was very short, much shorter than the other girls', that's probably a very telltale sign that they didn't like the interview for whatever reason. They did not get what they were looking for in their next queen from you. So they cut the interview short. I mean, I don't know if that happens to everyone, but that's definitely happened to me. And that's, you just learn. You get up and you learn, you move on, right? That's how everyone grows. That's how you get stronger and better as a pageant girl. So that's the second sign. And then the third sign is if they're disengaged. Literally, they're not giving you eye contact. They are not focused on you. They're checking their text messages and their emails on their phone. Like, that's just a very telltale sign. I mean, you may be talking about the greatest thing, right? Your platform, and they are just not engaged. And of course, that's very rude of them. But again, it may be the way that you're presenting it. It may be the way that you are speaking, right? Maybe they can't even hear you, right? And so all of that plays into how they will judge you during the interview round, right? So moving on, we're going to go into the signs that you are just rocking it, right? Just killing it in the interview round, right? So the first thing is they ask meaningful follow-up questions. So one instance is that, okay, well, same thing. They ask you a hobby and you're like, oh, I love to cook. I specialize in Asian cuisines, right? And they're like, oh, I love Asian cuisines. Like, what do you cook? Can you send me a recipe? Here's my email. Like, that is like the girl's dream come true of a judge just connecting with you and wanting to know more from you. Like, that's the best. That is the best possible, follow-up questions you can have from judges, where they're just excited to want to know more about you. So that is a telltale sign that, yes, they love you. So the second tip here is when they're nodding. So that's a very subconscious sign that they like you, right? They're like that. You'll answer a question and they'll be like, oh, mm-hmm. Like they're nodding, like they're writing something down on their paper. This is my notes. They're writing something down and they're like, yes, Yes, yes. And it means like, yes, they see you as their potential queen. So that's a good thing for you. And then the third thing is when they laugh. Oh my gosh. Like if you can get a judge to laugh at what you're saying, oh my gosh, that's like 100,000 points for you. Okay. Like you are guaranteed like top five. Gosh, like in my books, if you can get a judge to laugh, oh my gosh, like yes, that is what you want. If the judges are laughing, that means they're comfortable around you. That means that they love to be around you. They want you to be possibly their next queen. Definitely want to get to know you more. And that's great because that's going to resonate throughout all the other rounds. Usually the interview round is first, and then every other round is next. So if you make a great impression during the interview round, girl, you bet they're going to love you they're going to be looking out for you during swimsuit round, during the evening gown round, during talent round, whatever it is. Girl, interview round is everything. All right. So I hope that was helpful. And again, my name is Sosie Zhang, and I'm so glad that you are here today. If you liked what I presented today, please, you're more than welcome to like and subscribe to my channel. And I thank you so much for being here today. So go out there and win it. I believe in you. Bye.